I've always been a bit of a misfit, the puzzle piece that never quite fit in. My name's Ava Brooks, a girl with tousled hair, mismatched socks, and a passion for binary star systems. In the high school of Silver Creek, where popularity was determined by the number of Instagram followers and the ability to throw a football, I was a refreshing anomaly, and a target. The corridors of Silver Creek were an alien world to me. The constant chatter about makeup brands, Friday parties, and the hottest athletes was like white noise. I preferred the soft hum of my computer, the texture of my worn-out, complete works of Newton, and the company of my pet iguana, Einstein. So, when my best friend, Lucy, told me I was nominated for prom queen, I thought she was pulling my leg. "Quit kidding, Luce," I laughed, adjusting my glasses as I pulled out my calculus homework. "I'm not kidding, Ava," she insisted, pulling me by the arm. There it was, on the large oak notice board, nestled between an announcement about a football match and a bake sale poster, my name. Ava Brooks, nominated for prom queen. A hush descended on the hallway as I stood there, staring at the board. Then the laughter started. It was like a cruel soundtrack to my humiliation, growing louder and more obnoxious. "Ava Brooks, our prom queen? This has got to be a joke." Kelly, the cheerleading captain, her minions cackling beside her. I stood rooted, the laughter echoing in my ears long after the hallway had emptied. That night, I sat alone in my room, the laughter still ringing in my ears. I was the butt of their joke, their entertainment. They expected me to shirk away, to hide in embarrassment. That's when it hit me. What if I didn't? What if I did the unexpected? My heart pounded with a mix of fear and excitement as I reached a decision. This wasn't just about me, it was about every student who'd been an outsider. It was time for a change, time to turn the tables. And so, I decided. I would run for prom queen, not to wear a tiara, but to shake up the status quo. The misfit was ready to make a stand. The morning after my unexpected nomination was a dreaded one. Walking through the school doors, I felt like a lamb entering a lion's den. My face was splashed across the school's social media pages, doctored images of me in ridiculous tiaras and gaudy dresses. My locker was vandalized, prom queen scrawled across in neon pink spray paint. I was the town jester, the subject of snickers and hushed giggles. Yet as I cleared away the paint from my locker, a strange calmness came over me. Yes, I was the center of a nasty prank, but did that mean I should bow down and accept defeat? Did that mean I couldn't turn this to my advantage? As I entered the school cafeteria that day, a hush fell. Eyes followed me as I navigated between tables, the laughter replaced by curiosity. I made my way to the slightly elevated platform where our talented drama kids often held impromptu performances. It was a perfect stage. The room fell eerily silent as I climbed onto the platform, heart pounding, palms sweating. I cleared my throat, took a deep breath, and met the curious gazes of my fellow students. "I'm sure by now you've all seen the nominations for prom queen," I began, my voice steady and louder than I thought capable. "And yes, I know it was a prank. But you know what, I've decided to run. Not for the title, not for the tiara, but to show that every student in this school matters. No matter who they are, what they like, or how they dress." Gasps filled the room, eyes wide, mouths hanging open. No one had expected the quiet, bookish Ava to stand up like this. Even Kelly looked taken aback, her mascara-laden eyelashes fluttering in surprise. I continued, my voice rising, "I'm not just running for me. I'm running for every person in this school who's ever felt like they didn't belong, like they were the butt of a joke. This is for us." I walked off the platform then, leaving a room full of stunned students behind me. The Ava who entered the cafeteria was not the same Ava who exited. I wasn't just a misfit now, I was a contender, ready to flip the script. The pranksters had just become the pranked. The initial shock of my announcement wore off, replaced by whispers and smirks. As I began my campaign, I felt like a tiny sailboat navigating through a tumultuous ocean. But I was no stranger to challenges. I'd faced them in the science lab, in the math Olympiad, and now, I'd face them in the school hallways. My campaign wasn't about posters with glittery fonts or empty promises of better vending machines. It was about conversations, about forging connections. I found myself speaking with students I'd barely exchanged nods with, understanding their struggles, their insecurities. We were all misfits in our own ways, trying to make sense of this whirlwind called high school. In the courtyard one day, I found myself speaking to a group of sophomores. Are we defined by our clothes or the number of likes on Instagram? I asked them, my voice echoing in the open space. Or, are we more than that? I looked into their faces, a mix of surprise and agreement. These conversations weren't just about the prom queen title anymore. They were about changing the culture of our school, about making it a place where every student felt like they belonged. Lucy, my ever-supportive best friend, was by my side, passing out badges with a simple, powerful message: be kind. Be you. Soon, my campaign wasn't just mine. It became a collective effort, a silent revolution. Day by day, locker by locker, conversation by conversation, we were turning the tables. The prank had ignited a spark that was slowly turning into a blaze of change. The misfits were rising, and I was leading them. It was more than I could ever have anticipated, and yet, it felt exactly right.